Alright, so the next thing, or the last lesson we're going to do on the Wacom tablet, we're going to talk about identifying mountain peaks. Now, you have a worksheet in Chapter 5 that says identifying mountain peaks in Hawaii, and I'm going to help you guys get started with it. So the first thing we want to do is read the problem. It says, suppose that you're standing on the southeastern shore of Oahu and you see 3 mountain peaks on the horizon. You want to determine which mountains are visible from Oahu, possible mountain peaks that can be seen from Oahu, and the height above sea level of their peaks are given in the table below. So, whenever I talk to my physics students, I always tell them the first thing you want to do is draw a picture. So, we should make our Earth blue, right? We have our Earth. Now, we are standing on Oahu. There's Big Island, and there's some other islands. Anyway, terrible with geography. But we're standing here on our island, and we're curious. You're going to have to ignore these. I'm going to have to make these islands much further away. Oh, It's like the islands were never there. Okay. Pretend I didn't do that. Blue. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now, we're going to look out along the horizon. So actually I need to make my picture a little bit smaller, right? I need my little dude to be tiny. He's on the horizon, right? So he's right here. This is you. And you're looking out along the horizon. And you're trying to find out if the height of the mountain that you see, so here's our mountain, here's our mountain, the height of the mountain that you see along your horizon, we want to know, is that visible from Oahu based on the information we have. So the information we have says that we've got the radius of the Earth, we've got the height of the mountain. So we need to find out, how are we going to relate these things? Well, this is a lovely right triangle. So normally we would say a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? So our a squared is the radius of the Earth. Our other radius here is, this is the distance to our mountain. So we have our distance squared. And the question is, does this equal the radius of the Earth plus the height of the mountain in question? So let's start out with Lanai. On the worksheet it says that the distance to Lanai is 65 miles, right? It says that the height of Lanai Hale is 3,370 feet. Now we have to resolve the fact that we have feet and miles here. So I know that 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. So I know that I can rewrite height as 3,370 divided by 5,280 and put that in miles. That gives me about 0.638 miles. Now, the question is the radius of the Earth. What is the radius of the Earth? So we need to know what the radius of the Earth is. Bear with me for a second. I did not pull that up. Of the Earth, and it's thinking the radius of the Earth is 3,959 miles. So the question then becomes, does 3,959 squared plus 0.638, excuse me, plus 65 miles, which is the distance, right? These are both in, everything's now in miles, plus 65 miles squared. Is that equal to, or even less than or equal to the radius of the Earth, 3,959, plus the height of our mountain squared? So, 3,959 plus 65, 3,959 squared plus 65 squared, is that less than 3,959.638 squared? Well, I've got a pretty good guess that it's not going to be, right? So therefore, is this number less than or greater than this number? So if this number is bigger, right? So we don't know. So I should have said question mark, right? So this number is going to be bigger than this number, right? Because 3,959 squared plus 65 squared is definitely going to be bigger than 3,959.638 squared. So what does that mean, though? That means that when we look, that means that this mountain is perhaps only this tall, and our line of sight out here says that we are actually not going to see Lanai. Now let's confirm that. Let's do that with one more just so we have good measure, right? A good picture. Let's do, what do you want to do? Let's do, because the other three should work, right? Because it says which one of these doesn't work. So what if I said, let's do Hawaii. So let's plug in the numbers for Hawaii. The distance to Hawaii is 190 miles. And the height of Mauna Kea is 13,796 feet. So what do we got here? So we want to know the radius of the Earth is 3,959 squared plus 190 squared. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 3,959? And this guy we have to change this, right? This is 13,796 divided by 3, that's right, divided by 5280.